Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Analytical English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today we have an article with some reading comprehension questions for you, 3 of them here. There are 2 long paragraphs of the article itself on an important topic called Televised Sexual Assault at the World Cup.
好，我们的中文标题是播报世界杯新闻遭骚扰，女记者欲尊重，呼吁要尊重。
Wow, that's a long title in Chinese.
Well, yeah. It's a long title in English.
Yeah, 这个 televised 就是这个电视转播、电视播出的一个 sexual assault 这个 sexual assault 是它可以是性骚扰，也可以是性侵害那在这里其实是用性骚扰。
Okay, well, I'll read both paragraphs and then we go back, as we always do, to rereading and, more importantly, explaining each sentence. In June of 2018, in the middle of a crowd of football fans in Saransk, Russia, a woman was subjected to sexual assault on live television. Yulieth Gonzalez Terán is a Colombian journalist who was just beginning her World Cup broadcast for Deutsche Welle's Spanish news channel when a football fan jumped into the frame. Grinning widely, he grabbed her breast, kissed her cheek, and ran away. She kept reporting, unfazed, and refused to acknowledge the incident during the broadcast. Later, she addressed it online, sharing on her Instagram account, "Respect. We do not deserve this treatment. We are equally valuable and professionals. I share the joy of football, but we must identify the limits of affection and harassment." DW later published an article about the controversy, calling it an attack and blatant harassment. Germany's first female National League referee branded the behavior unacceptable. Harassment of female reporters, unfortunately, is not uncommon in sports reporting. In March, a group of 52 Brazilian reporters launched a campaign called #Deja ela trabalhar, or Let Her Work, showcasing incidents of being kissed and groped by fans and athletes. Other women working at the World Cup have also faced criticism or abuse off-camera, particularly online. German football commentator Claudia Neumann has received extensive criticism on social media, which her employer and colleagues have dismissed as sexist. But González Terán also noted that, for her at least, it was an isolated incident. "There are always fans that compliment you and behave respectfully," she said. "This one went too far."
Okay, so in June of 2018, in the middle of a crowd of football fans in Saransk, Russia, so there's a woman was subjected to sexual assault on live television. Live television means that it's not being recorded, it's being filmed and broadcast simultaneously. They may also be recording it, but it's being sent out as soon as the light hits the television camera lens. There's no delay. So that means that everything that happens on live television, it's very difficult to change the broadcast afterwards. Not like a recording where you can stop it and cut things out. So it's important to note that. And so this also happened in the middle of a crowd of football fans. And what happened is that this woman was sexually assaulted.
好，所以他其实这里讲的事情，可能很多人都看过那个转播那看过那段影片。他是说，在2018年的6月在一群怎么样？这个 crowd in a crowd of football fans 在一群这个足球迷这个之中，也就是说，他不是说一个人在很荒凉的地方，他是在这个一群的足球迷当中那在这个俄罗斯那在这个一群的足球迷当中呢，有一个女性was subjected to， 就是她这个she was forced to experience something 她这个受被迫必须要这个承受一个 sexual assault， 一个性骚扰而且是 on live television， 就是在电视直播哈，所以他当时是在转播的啊，那他这个被性骚扰。
Juliet Gonzalez Terán is a Colombian journalist who was just beginning her World Cup broadcast for Deutsche Welle's Spanish news channel when a football fan jumped into the frame. So this woman from Colombia in northern South America, a journalist, she was broadcasting for this, what we Americans call soccer-crazy country, a match between two teams. Now, Deutsche Welle is a German broadcaster. I think it's a government-owned one. But they have many different channels because Europe has so many, the world has so many different languages. And during the broadcast, a football fan jumped into the frame. That means he could be seen as the camera was pointing towards Ms. Terán. Suddenly he jumped next to her so you could see him. He was in the frame.
好，那这位女记者呢，她是一个哥伦比亚的这个记者journalist 新闻记者。那她刚刚开始她的这个世界杯的报道啊，那她是为谁报道呢？为德国之声的这个西班牙新闻做报道啊。那就在这个时候呢，有一个 football fan 一个这个球迷jumped into the frame 就是跳入了这个镜头所以本来不是在拍他的，可这个人突然之间就走进了，或者是跑进了这个镜头。这个 the frame 就指这个摄影机所拍得到那一个镜头那个框框。
Grinning widely, so the man who assaulted her was grinning widely, had a big smile across his face, and he grabbed her breast, kissed her cheek, and ran away.
这个 grin 这个字呢，就是裂齿而笑就是 to smile widely 通常你在做坏事的时候，或者在很调皮的时候就会 grin 或者是很得意的时候
I want to say that sexual assault is often confused with being about pleasure because it uses that language. Like he's saying, look, this is going to be fun for me, you know? And it's like, it's supposedly about the pleasure of appreciating a female form or whatever. But actually, sexual assault is about the humiliation of women. And that was his real intention, regardless of the smile on his face.
所以这个grinning 这个感觉可能你可能会说他现在有机会可以像我们中文讲吃女生豆腐，所以他很快乐。其实不只是这样，通常在 sexual assault 的时候呢，其实另外一个潜在的一种心理就是我可以这样子对你
Yeah, like I have the power to do this to you and no one will stop me, watch.
Yeah, 然后你看没有人可以制止我，你看我爱这样子碰你，我爱这样摸你，就这样摸你了。所以那个 grin 其实是很 malicious 很恶意的非常这个很不尊重人，很糟糕的一种行为。Yeah.
Imagine if there was a male reporter and the same man had done the same thing, grinned widely, ran up, grabbed his crotch, kissed his cheek, and ran off. Do you think that man wouldn't have been severely humiliated and also angry?
Yeah, 所以
regardless of what the attacker was, acting.
Yeah, 所以你可以想这个，如果说他对象是个男的记者的话那这个男记者一定觉得受到很大羞辱，对不对？那一定觉得很难过而且我觉得男记者可能会揍回去，可能会punch him in the face.
Right.
Yeah. 所以这个大家了解到这个 grin 其实在这个地方让我们想到一些很不好的 association 他是得逞了，然后想着你看我这样子你能怎么样呢然后他就怎么样？他就这个袭胸grab her breast， 然后呢，这个还在他的这个脸颊上亲了一下，然后就跑了真的熟辣一个这个闽南语讲真熟辣一个。
Well,
but her response was very professional.
Yeah. Yes, it was. She kept reporting, unfazed, and refused to acknowledge the incident during the broadcast. This is the professional behavior. Just referred to. She kept doing her job. She kept reporting, talking into the microphone. She did not look embarrassed or humiliated or angry. She was going to do her job first, and she did not stop what she was doing. Hey, you so-and-so, or call the police. She didn't react in any disturbed way to this incident.
Although she was probably feeling all those things inside.
One can only guess how she was actually feeling. Well, we do find out in just a moment.
Yeah. 好，那这位记者呢他继续报道unfazed 这个字可以 学起来，就是不为所动啊，就 not confused, not worried, or not shocked 啊 by something that has happened， 所以不为所动啊。他继续报道啊，非常的专业。然后呢 refused to acknowledge， 用 refused to 这个我觉得用得很好，他拒绝理会这件事情啊，所以他不予理会啊。这个换句话说，他是一个 conscious decision 啊，我不要理会这件事情啊。那 the incident 通常是一个 unexpected 啊，而且 usually 是个 unpleasant thing that has happened 啊。那所以他拒绝理会这件事情。那 during the broadcast 啊，他在播报中拒绝理会。那我觉得他这个反应啊，这个在那样的情况下，他能做这种反应，其实是相当好的啊。虽然有的人可能有不同的意见，但是我觉得有的时候啊，你不予理会，可能这些做这些事情的人就减少很多乐趣。各位可以想想，如果今天这个男的啊这样上去骚扰这个女记者，女记者说啊那样子，那个男的会更快乐。他之后
Actually, that's the case. That's what they want.
Yeah, that's what they want. 啊，那男的以后你看那那这样子感觉立刻就那个女生好像就我好弱，我被你怎样的啊，所以最好的办法，其实我觉得
She showed her strength.
Yeah, 我显示我的这个力量，而且告诉你说 I don't 这个我不必因为你这样子我就觉得我很羞辱啊，我很这个 embarrassed， 不用啊，这个该 embarrassed 的是你，是 the person who does this， 那是 you should be embarrassed, not me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So later she addressed it online, sharing on her Instagram account. She said this: respect, meaning you should respect me, you should respect women. We, meaning women in the field, do not deserve this treatment. Like, there's no reason why women should be subjected to this kind of treatment. We are equally valuable, and we are equally professionals. Why should I be treated differently than male professionals? She says, I share the joy of football, but we must identify the limits of affection and harassment. And I think what she means to say here is that even though what the guy used to assault her were gestures of affection, these were not actually affectionate gestures. So she's saying there's a limit to what we can call affection. And when that limit is passed, it becomes harassment.
好，所以呢 the later 稍后呢 she addressed it. Address 就是 deal with 啊，那所以他谈到这件事情，而且他这个当场没有办法反应，但是呢事后他当然要反应啊，他就对这件事情他在网络上面做出了他的回应啊。那 sharing 啊，他分享在他的这个 Instagram 的这个账号上面，他分享啊，他说什么呢 respect 啊，我觉得他这个用一个字打个惊叹号非常有力，因为我觉得这个这件事情它真正的那个 core 真正的问题就在于 respect 啊，人在现代社会里面你要学会尊重别人啊，所以如果有尊重的话，这个社会上很多问题都会没有了啊！你尊重别人，你就不会去欺负别人，不会去抢别人，不会去偷别人，不会打别人啊，不会虐待别人啊，那不会去骗别人。你如果尊重对方的话啊，所以他说 We do not deserve， 我们不应该受这种 treatment， 我们不应该受到这样的待遇啊。我们是这个 we 代就是女性啊，尤其女性的新闻人员或者就是 women in general 啊。We are equally valuable 啊，我们一样跟你是有价值的。男记者、女记者，我们都是在做我们的工作，我们都是有专业。然后呢 ，and we are professionals， 我们都是专业人员啊。所以你这个我不是因为说我是女生做这个工作做得不好，所以不够专业，什么都不是，我们也是专业人员啊。所以他说 ，I share the joy of football 啊，我了解啊你这个看足球的这个狂热啊。那这个地方是跟对方 identify， 我了解你哈，所以有的时候你如果骂人一直骂不显示一点我了解你的话，这个骂人效果会有限哈。所以他这里说我懂啊，我懂你很看足球很 joy 很 joyful 啊，但是呢，我们一定要 identify， 就是要划清啊，要辨明啊 ，find out make clear the limits 东西的界限，什么的界限呢 ？affection 的界限啊，喜爱的界限跟 harassment 啊，跟骚扰之间有一条界限的。所以这个地方他的意思就是说，我想你大概是很喜欢我才会想要上来摸我嘛，对不对？啊，但是呢，这你喜欢跟骚扰之间那条线要清楚啊。你可以喜欢我的报道，你可以喜欢我的人，但是你不能 harass me.
Continuing, Deutsche Welle DW later published an article about the controversy, calling it an attack and blatant harassment. So, Deutsche Welle, you can get them on the internet. They have a newspaper. They have different channels broadcasting in many different languages. So they published an article in their newspaper. They have a daily newspaper about the controversy about this issue that happened, calling it an attack. They were quite clear on how they interpreted this. And it's blatant harassment. Blatant means open, not trying to hide anything. You think you're right and you don't care what other people think about you or what you do. And of course, harassment is also attack.
好，所以德国之声呢稍后 published 他们刊登了一篇文章 an article 好，关于这一个controversy 哈，因为它为什么是争议的事件呢？因为有的人认为这个没什么关系啦，那有的人就觉得这个怎么可以呢？所以这中间有一些这个争议但德国之声的立场非常清楚他说他把这个事情称为一个 attack， 这是个攻击而且是个 blatant harassment。blatant 就是明目张胆的、公然的这个一个骚扰事件英文常常叫 a blatant lie 就大家都知道你错的，可是你公然撒谎或者 a blatant disregard for something， 完全公然的我不理会不理会事实，我要做就是要做，所以 blatant 这个字大家可以学起来。
So Germany's first female National League referee branded the behavior unacceptable. She said, "This is not okay."
Yeah.
And she's in the world of soccer, and she sees how excited, passionate, and even crazy that people can get during a game like this. So if your team wins, there's an eruption of joy, and strangers hug and even kiss each other. But that's welcome, and it's understood to be okay in that case. Here's a woman doing her job. She has no idea what's about to happen. The guy thinks he's cute or clever or whatever. That's a very different type of situation.
Yeah.
That can be, in my opinion, that can be called harassment or an assault.
Yeah. 好，所以呢，这个场合不对嘛所以这个德国的这个第一位女性的国家联盟的这个裁判所以她懂足球，她也知道说在这种情况之下大家很兴奋什么，所以如果说球队赢得很兴奋你要这个大家跳舞什么没关系，但是这个情况他在播报你这样去骚扰他，这是不对的，所以他 branded the behavior 他把这个 behavior 呢 brand 就是标记他标记说这个 behavior 是 unacceptable， 英文里面 unacceptable 这个字很强就是不被接受，你不可以这样子那 brand 这个字呢它其实就是通常它在这里 describe 的意思，用一个字去 describe 某个东西通常 brand 它会后面 implies 这个strong criticism所以 brand 例如说 brand someone as 或者 brand someone a coward就是称他是个这个懦夫那这个很强或者 someone is branded racist 那个也是很强的他所以通常跟负面的那个是跟负面的事情会有一些联想。
Harassment of female reporters, unfortunately, is not uncommon in sports reporting. So this one issue that we've been talking about, this one incident, thank you, is not uncommon. That is to say, it is common in sports reporting. She was not the first reporter to have been harassed or assaulted by a male fan or someone maybe who disagreed with her opinion in her broadcasting.
But hopefully she's the last, right?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. 所以我们这个讲到说这个骚扰女性的记者很不幸的呢 is not uncommon， 就是其实还蛮常见的，在这个 sports reporting 在 sports reporting 就是这个运动报道里面的骚扰女记者是很不幸的，不算不常见也就蛮常见的。那我们刚刚说希望这是最后一次，但是这个大家只能希望这最后一次。
So towards that, to support that statement, it says, in March 2018, of course, a group of 52 Brazilian reporters launched a campaign called #Deja ela trabalhar, which is the Portuguese for let her work. And hashtag, of course, when there's a hashtag, it's meant to be a Twitter hashtag, and it's meant to show people are meant to use this in their Twitter in order to bring it up to the world's attention, because Twitter keeps a list of trending topics, basically. And if you get enough people to use the hashtag, then it becomes a trending topic and people see it as newsworthy. So the point of a hashtag is to try to bring attention to an issue. And so they're trying to say, look, these women just want to do their jobs without being interrupted by by people with stupid intentions or bad intentions. And so what they were doing is showcasing incidents of being kissed and groped by fans and athletes. So they're trying to show how often this happens. And it's always done by men. Just for the record.
Yeah, 好，那我们看到这方他说，这个在3月的时候呢，有一群52位的巴西的记者啊，他们发起了一个 campaign， 一个运动啊。那这运动呢啊，这个是一个 Twitter 上面的一个运动啊。那英文呢翻译是 Let her work 啊，让她工作吧，不要去打搅她。那这个hashtag 呢，它 showcasing 啊，就它这个凸显啊，它展示的一些incidents 一些事件啊，这些事件怎么样 ？Being kissed 啊，被亲吻或者 groped 啊，被不当的碰触、不当的触摸啊。这个 grope 这个字通常它是 to touch somebody in an unwanted 啊，是人家不要的或者 unexpected 啊一个方法，而且通常是 sexual way 啊，所以不当的触摸啊，所以 fans 啊，各位注意，还有 athletes 啊，连运动员啊，因为以前我也听过那种运动员啊，在女性记者访问他的时候，运动员也不乖啊，手也不乖，甚至于可能会这个诱惑或者至于这个反正勾引啊，或者这个反正强制这个女性记者做一些事情。
Other women working at the World Cup have also faced criticism or abuse off camera, particularly online. So I'm looking here. Miss Tehran is not the first woman who's had to worry about this, even at just the World Cup reporting. Other women have been criticized or abused off camera, and especially online.
好，所以呢，其他的女性，我们今天案子里面这个不是唯一的，其他女性呢，在这个世界杯工作的女性呢，她们也面对了一些批评，也面对了一些 abuse 啊，一些辱骂啊。off camera 就在镜头外，你在镜头上面看不到的，这个没有拍出来的。那尤其是 online， 尤其在网络上面，他们也面临很多的批评跟辱骂。
German football commentator Claudia Newman. So a football commentator is somebody who narrates the game as it's happening. And people feel very close with the football commentator because the way they narrate the game and the jokes they make people, it sort of really improves the experience for people. So she's a woman doing football commentating, and she's received extensive criticism on social media. Extensive is not just a little bit or even some. It is a super huge lot of it. Extensive means like just over and excessive. Not as far as excessive, although I would call the criticism she receives excessive. And her employer and colleagues in this football commentating, though, they dismiss this criticism as sexist, which is to say that they're saying this criticism is not valid. It's not real criticism. It's not based in reality. It's based on the fact that she's a woman. If a man was sitting there saying the exact same things she was saying, nobody would criticize it.
所以德国的一个足球评论员啊，一个女性，她受到了很多的 extensive， 就是很多大量的这个批评啊，在这个 social media 上面啊。那但是呢，还好她的这个雇主还有她的同事呢，都把这些批评把它 dismiss 就是 to decide not to think about or consider 啊，这个不用考虑啊。为什么？因为它是 sexist， 这个是这个性别歧视之下的一些 criticism， 所以根本不值得去考虑，不值得一看。
But González Terán also noted that, for her at least, it was an isolated incident. We've just been talking about it's not uncommon for these sorts of incidents to happen, but it has been for her. It was an isolated incident. I suspect it was the first time it ever happened to her while broadcasting.
Yeah, an isolated incident 是个个案啊，所以还好这个 Tehran 他说呢 noted 啊，就是 say 或者 write， 他也说了啊，说对他来讲至少呢这是个独立的个案。
She said, there are always fans that compliment you and behave respectfully. So she's trying to point out that most fans do a good job of being human beings. She said, this one went too far. I think she's being nice. She's trying to point out that a lot of people are good at being human beings, but this guy was not.
Yeah, 他说呢，这个总是有一些，永远一定会有一些这个迷哈，这个他赞美你 compliment you， 然后呢，他们的行为 respectfully 哈，他们对你这个很敬重你哈，不会乱来啊。他说这一个啊 went too far， 只不过是这一个呢，这个太过分了。 也就是说，大部分的球迷或大部分的这个听我的这个节目的人都是好的都非常的这个知道守分寸。那这一个它是太过分了，不过它是个 isolated incident.
We have some questions here for you. Number 1 is, how did Gonzalez Terán react to the football fans' attack?
这位记者是怎么样回应这个足球迷的攻击呢？
The answer is B. She was professional and ignored it during the broadcast, but later she criticized the sexist incident on social media.
答案是 B 他很专业，所以在播报的时候呢，他这个不为所动，忽略这个事件，但随后他在社群媒体上面谴责了这一个性别歧视的事件。
Question number 2. What is indicated by the second paragraph of the article?
本文第二段说了什么呢？
The answer is B. Incidents of sexual abuse and harassment in sports reporting for women has been rampant.
答案是 B 在体育界针对女性的性别歧视言论还有性骚扰其实很猖獗。
And number 3, what did Gonzalez Terán say about her experience with fans?
好，那这位记者他说他跟球迷接触的经验是怎么样呢？
It has been respectful for the most part. Most fans have been respectful, except for the encounter in Saransk, Russia. The answer is C.
好，答案是 C 他们大部分都相当尊重人除了这一次他的遭遇之外。
Okay, that's it for today's lesson. Please join us anytime you can. Till the next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.